Yeah, what is good? My anime people, what is good, yo? Guys, Boruto, I think he belongs in this village. He 100% belongs in this area. Just the way he kind of was when he was younger and just hard-headed and whatnot. Kind of fits the bill perfectly for him to be here, which is funny to me, but with this week's episode, I honestly don't know where they're going to continue this Hashirama cell stuff in the case of just if they have already kind of gotten an understanding that not many of them are even going to be able to do anything with it. It's funny to me that they're even like in works for it. I guess it's really just more or less a better thing to get it out of these people's hands, seeing how if they have it, they can easily just give it to the people who can actually figure out some easier way of making it work, and I guess you can, so to speak. So that's what I kind of think is cool about it, but at the same time, if it gets taken out and taken care of relatively quickly, it's going to be really short-lived. But it also just goes to showcase that this Boruto New Age gets an understanding of why Hashirama are one of the things that villains are going after, villains are trying to seek. Because without it, you're kind of just leaving the generation clueless about certain things that they definitely need to know. So I like where they're going with that aspect of the storytelling, just giving uh, more of the background of what has been going on in the world compared to just having people completely, you know, not understand why these cells are important, not understand why it would be disastrous if someone like the Akatsuki or, some strong organization actually got a hold of this to then uh, push forward whatever narrative they wanted to. Like, what if they didn't need the Tell Beast, and all they did was just all get people that can handle Hashirama cells and team up? That's a wrap. So that's what's interesting about this stuff. But what I was saying about Boruto, he just seems very cut out for this. He likes to act on the spot quicker than most people should, I guess you can say. And because of that, it makes him kind of the perfect candidate to be capable of keeping up with what people might try to do, because it's something that he expects, because he always deals with pretty bad people in general. Just to be fair, like, if anybody's hanging out with like thugs and ruffians, it's definitely Boruto, because none of them can touch him, right? Like, you can't really do anything to Boruto because his father is the Hokage, so you're gonna have to go against a Hokage level person, which people don't really care. The people that already try to take out Boruto, like, I'll kill Naruto. I got it. Who'd he save us from? An alien? Whatever, bro. I'll, I'll end the Hokage. um, but outside of that, it's interesting that he is so adept and so just street smart compared to how Naruto was, who could get easily manipulated by buying stuff that he shouldn't want to buy, and then maybe in junk or crap. Boruto has a little bit more smarts than his dad, I feel like, at his age so far. So I think that's the only real thing I'm looking forward to seeing, is just how he continues to impress, surpass his father's, limitations when he was as young as Boruto's age and stuff. So outside of that, this is looking like it's going to be maybe long. It could end, I feel like, at any time with these types of episodes. So don't be too invested in it, I should say, because not only can they kind of just like drop this out at any given time in the case of Boruto, finding the people who are dealing with this stuff and then just pretty much flipping it over and taking out that person, off the head of the snake, and maybe a little bit of a teaser, because like you saw with the guy who was eating people and could like turn into them, that's kind of what I expect, right? Like at the end of the day is even he was handled relatively soundly, like there was not a whole lot that he could do, because nobody nobody really stood a chance in the grand scheme of changing whatever he was going to do at that given moment. And I feel like whoever's selling the Hashirama cells, just like how the guy who was meeting with the quadruplets could be some random dude that just is trying to live a good life off the money and stuff like that. So we will see who is the culprit and who has put the butler. Like for some reason, the butler has Hashirama cells infused in them right now, and he's hurting. So I don't know if someone attacked them and then implanted them with it, uh, or if it's like the person who he works for in general implanted him. We'll have to see, but regardless, Boruto is getting a wee bit interesting, and I'm hoping I can find a time where I could just be able to sit back and watch all these episodes, but I can definitely feel myself probably going and taking another break from the show, because just like One Piece, it has some of the worst pacing, it feels like, and then when it gets good, the good stuff disappears for quite some time. So we'll see how it all goes. But with that being said, hope you guys have a good day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. Trust me, these videos came out later than I would want them to, but I still appreciate everybody even watching any of my videos, or just at this point in time not even giving me trouble for dropping them later than I usually do. So I won't apologize. I'll just make sure you guys get the content and have the best version of me, or at least a version of me, giving you what you want to hear from the episode. So I'll talk to you sooner than later. Peace. Goodbye.